Right now, a special edition of Eyewitness News. Downtown Raleigh getting ready for what they're calling a glow up. This is a live look at Fayetteville Street right outside our Raleigh Eyewitness News Center. Dozens of trees are getting lit up as part of a new project to make the downtown corridor a little more vibrant. In just a few minutes, the Downtown Raleigh Alliance will be joined by city leaders to flip the switch, and we will be showing you that special moment live as it happens right here in the streaming edition of Eyewitness News. Thanks a lot for joining us here tonight. I'm Steve Daniels. Take a live look. This is from our rooftop camera from our newsroom in the 300 block of Fayetteville Street. Looking down towards City Plaza right there, you can see at Davie Street they have Fayetteville Street blocked off, and they've turned this into a huge event. They've got food trucks and other tents out there. It's a little warm, feels like 97 degrees outside in Raleigh right now, but we have that breeze we always do down Fayetteville Street. Hopefully that's cooling people off just a little bit. This is part of a big project called Main Street Lights. It's sponsored by Duke Energy. A total of 88 different trees will be lit up. The idea is to invest in our public spaces in hopes of getting more people to visit downtown and giving businesses there an economic boost. Elena Athens is joining us live now from Fayetteville Street, right in the middle of all the fun. All right, set the scene for us. How are things looking and feeling right now?
The party's underway. There's a band already on stage, and we're starting to see some people make their way here. It's so funny because earlier in our newscast here on Eyewitness News, people started messaging me, what time does this start? So it'll be around 7:30, not too long from now, from when that official glow up will happen. But let me tell you what's happening on Fayetteville Street, because there are food trucks out here. We're seeing people kind of make their way into the downtown area. I see Matt Coleman over there, the owner of the Davie, one of the small businesses here in downtown Raleigh. So some of the folks who are, working here along the area who have spots not so far, they're going to be benefiting from some of the changes we're about to see here along Fayetteville Street. And on the other side of where I'm at right now, you see one of those trees. There is 88 of them in total that are going to be lit up tonight during this special ceremony, and it is part of a greater effort to enhance Fayetteville Street. The Downtown Raleigh Alliance worked closely with the city of Raleigh on this project. The initiative was entirely funded through private donations to a nonprofit. The plan was first unveiled last year and called for bold new investments to improve public spaces along the city's main downtown corridor and its respective economy. The latest statistics show there are 23 new businesses on Fayetteville Street, and an additional 28 places are going to be opening soon. Not so long ago, we spoke with the owner of a food truck who has worked along Fayetteville Street the last 4 years, and he is excited for the changes.
I hope it continue to bring more people together, and I like that they put the lights out there so it can highlight downtown and bring more people in.
All right, so just some of the excitement of the small business owners here who work every single day along Fayetteville Street. I'm going to introduce now one of the leaders here, a well-known leader at that, Raleigh Mayor Janet Cowell. You've been on the job, it's about 6 months now. As we were just talking a little bit prior, this was part of your campaign, some of the changes that we can see here along Fayetteville Street. So talk to me, if you can, on the importance of this.
Well, this is our ceremonial street, one of the most famous streets, right, where all the parades happen, and having lights on the street, and you'll see we're wrapping the trees, and we've worked with Duke Energy, the Downtown Raleigh Alliance, and of course city staff who are all here tonight. We're going to do a countdown and have that moment where all the lights come on.
It seems something so simple, right? Lights. But it makes a difference in terms of drawing people's eyes to a certain section of the city, that there are things happening here. If you can you talk to me a little bit about the importance of building up the businesses that are located along this strip?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, right. The safety and vibrancy of downtown is super important to the region of the economy of the whole region, and having brightness, right, cheerfulness, beauty on this street just enhances, right, people wanting to locate here for business, come here for fun, nights like tonight where we've got a concert going on. So it just enhances the overall, right, welcomingness of the street.
And I know that the city of Raleigh has worked very closely with the Downtown of Raleigh Alliance to make this all happen. It's part of a larger plan, a 5-year initiative to kind of bring more people here. Is there anything you can share a little bit about that 5-year goal of what we could see here along Fayetteville Street?
Well, we already have 15,000 residents downtown. As you know, we've approved the MAVE, with one of the newest new apartment buildings opening. So we have more and more residents actually living here. Obviously working to recruit new businesses. I've been down to a few ribbon cuttings where we've had some tech companies relocate here. And then smaller, news agent is one of the businesses we're trying to open now, like a bookstore and coffee shop down here. So lots of different businesses, restaurants. Birdie's is another one that I go to a lot. So
we're talking about a lot of small businesses, but you got a major project happening not so far from here.
Right.
The renovation project, the expansion project, the Raleigh Convention Center, the moving of Red Hat Amphitheater. So we're going to see a big hotel going in there also. So a lot of eyes on this section of the city.
Yeah, absolutely. This is one of the largest public investments we're making right now is the expansion of the convention center, moving Red Hat, building the Omni Hotel. Of course, we also have the expansion at Lenovo Center, and then you just saw Gibson Play Plaza, which is pretty close by here, open, where they just had almost 70,000 visitors in those first few days of opening. So this is obviously a vibrant and fast-changing part of town.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, Mayor, for taking a few minutes. I know that you're part of the ceremony. We will be there. We'll head up there in a short time. So that's the very latest live from Fayetteville Street. Throw back to you, Steve, in studio.
Elena, it's so exciting, and it's especially exciting for us here at ABC11. I was just thinking about this, and it's been 20 years. It was 2005 when we were kind of at the leading edge of businesses moving in there on Fayetteville Street when we put in our downtown Raleigh studio and newsroom, and it's been so exciting to watch the things happening there, building up around us, and this is personal to us too, Elena, right? I mean, these are our friends and neighbors, and it's exciting to see as we walk up and down Fayetteville Street through the neighborhood how many new businesses are opening, lots of new restaurants to try, and Elena, I would encourage people, if they haven't been down, to check it out, stop by, because there are always new bites to be had, right?
There are. And it's funny, even as I was doing my live shot, I saw one of the small business owners. His business is 2 blocks up from where we are right now. But that idea of community, people making their way here and being a part of a big night for the greater Raleigh area, it speaks to the community that is established here in downtown Raleigh and how integrated the small businesses are with the business sector, with the city. And I know of also some other small businesses who are going to be doing expansion projects here, as there is a lot of investment coming, specifically speaking to the convention center. That's a huge project. Yeah. Millions and millions of dollars are going to be pumped into that side of the city. So a lot of exciting things happening right around or adjacent to Fayetteville Street.
Yeah, and we love that part, that expansion too, because that's so many visitors from out of town who are coming here to spend money in our city as well. All right, Elena, we'll check back in with you in a couple of minutes as the party is just getting started there. And the excitement is just beginning, leading up to that flipping of the switch. Those 88 trees will be lit up here in just ahead. And we're taking a live look again from our rooftop camera there where the party is underway. And this will look really cool, Don. I can't wait to see it after the sun goes down tonight and when it gets a little less hot outside.
Absolutely. Now, less hot might not be till October. As a matter of fact, we've got the heat moving in. Notice as we head through the day tomorrow, by 2 o'clock, we see triple-digit feels-like temperatures. We'll talk about the heat and some relief from the heat in the form of showers in your forecast coming up in a bit.
All right, our streaming live coverage continues here on ABC11 live in City Plaza in downtown Raleigh, where the band is playing there on the City Plaza stage. And we, in just a few moments, are going to see the lighting of the 88 trees there along Fayetteville Street. They're calling it a glow up. It's a new way to kind of attract people to the heart of downtown Raleigh there on Fayetteville Street. So the deal is from the Capitol all the way down to the Performing Arts Center, 88 different trees. They put these cool lights on them, and it will be a spectacular sight after the sun goes down. Every night, the trees will be lit up and really bringing people there to downtown Raleigh to try new things and check out the new restaurants and sometimes just go for a walk. I've always loved just going for a walk on Fayetteville Street in the evenings. The breeze is blowing, and I think it's a great place to go kind of clear your head and check things out and get a bite to eat. So if you haven't been down to our neighborhood in downtown Raleigh, we'd love to have you down. And again, we're just minutes away from the flipping of the switch. We know the mayor, Janet Cowell, will be there along with the head of the Downtown Raleigh Alliance, Bill King, and some other city officials as well. And it's been fun to watch because there are a lot of people there in City Plaza. They've got their chairs out. They are there for the fun, checking it all out. There are also some food trucks and other vendors there selling. And there, we can look live. Look at that crowd. A lot of people out there braving the heat. Don told us it feels like it's about 97 degrees out there, but there's always a breeze on Fayetteville Street. It always knocks it down just a few degrees. And a lot of our friends there that we normally see at events in our neighborhood in downtown Raleigh. All right, so let's focus on the stage as they're getting ready to flip that switch.
Right. So Reese Palmer will be starting in 5 minutes, so don't go anywhere. But first, I promised a really cool surprise we were all going to do together. So I will turn over the mic to my boss, our CEO and president of Downtown Raleigh Alliance, Bill King.
All right, thank you all so much. Thank you for coming out tonight. We will keep this short and sweet. So I'm Bill King. I'm with the Downtown Raleigh Alliance, and we are really excited tonight. We're going to be lighting all of the trees here on Fayetteville Street. So this has been a project years in the making. There are 88 trees on this street. It's taken a lot of work. I want to give a huge thank you to the city of Raleigh. Their team has worked really, really hard for months now to get the electrical fixed, figure out how to make sure the trees are okay, and let us do this. So a huge thank you to the city of Raleigh for this. We really appreciate it. I also want to give a huge thank you to Duke Energy. Duke Energy is our title sponsor. This entire project, we had to fundraise. It's privately funded, and Duke Energy was the one who made it happen. So a big thank you, Duke Energy, and I want to introduce Derek Reamer with Duke Energy to say a couple words.
Thank you, Bill. Duke Energy, we're so proud to be in downtown Raleigh, home of our regional headquarters. We do so much great work, and we have such good partnerships with the city of Raleigh. We are absolutely just proud to be here tonight and support this. So we really appreciate y'all coming out tonight. We'll turn it over to Bill, and we'll get these trees lit.
All right, thank you, Derek. Thank you, Duke Energy. So we know this is sort of wild. We picked the week of the year where sunlight is the longest to light trees. It is what it is, all right? But it's what made sense for our schedule, so we're just gonna roll with it. So what's gonna happen is Mayor Cowell will give a few remarks, then she's gonna do a quick countdown. We'd love for y'all to do it with us. And then if you sort of, when that moment happens, you turn and you look up the street, God willing, if we've done this right, all those trees will be lit. So that's how it's gonna work. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna introduce our mayor, Janet Cowell, of the city of Raleigh.
Thank y'all. Thank you to Bill King and the Downtown Raleigh Alliance for all the work you do to make this place amazing, including concerts like tonight, and to Duke Energy for helping us get the lights working, the electric. This is, everything is always more complicated than you think. And I saw a number of our city staff here, Paul Callum, maybe Michael Moore. I saw many folks that have made this project happen. So the big thing I'm going to do is the countdown, and I'm going to start with a low number. We're going to start at 5, and I want you to all count with me, okay? And then at the stroke of 1, all right, it'll come on. All right, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, and clearly as it gets darker, this will be even more of it. Right, thank you.
The glow up is officially underway there in downtown Raleigh. If you're just joining us for our streaming coverage live here on ABC11 right now, here's what is happening. 88 trees along Fayetteville Street, from up there at the Capitol on one end of Fayetteville Street all the way down to the Performing Arts Center are lit up. And it's really very cool. So it's the tree trunks and then the major limbs on all 88 trees that have these lights wrapped around them. And look at that. It's not just in every case white lights. I think I see in some places some red lights as well. So this is really quite a sight. And as the mayor said, they brought in the experts from Duke Energy and some great electricians to sort this out. And it's a pretty amazing undertaking, if you think about it, trying to get electricity to all 88 trees and get that all checked out for this big moment in the spotlight tonight when they flip the switch for the official glow up. And as you've been watching us here, the whole idea is to bring more people to downtown Raleigh. This is, they hope, a new magnet to reinvigorate some of our businesses down there and get people to come and eat and drink and enjoy the nightlife in downtown Raleigh. And Elena Athens is there. All right, Elena, look, the sun's still up. I think we're going to get a better sense of this later on tonight, but tell us what it looks like right there where you are on Fayetteville Street in City Plaza.
Yeah, hey, listen, city leaders preface the countdown by saying, you know, it's going to take some time before the sun goes down and you'll really see the majesty of this big initiative that they embarked upon. Right now, I'm joined by somebody we just showed offering that countdown, Bill King, who is the president and CEO of the Downtown Raleigh Alliance. Look, I know it's loud. We're not that far from the stage right now. We did step back as far as we can. But what does this night mean for you? It's part of a larger plan to draw more people into this section of the city.
Yeah, so obviously Fayetteville Street had a hard time the last few years between COVID, what that's done to office work. So we had a lot of work to do to get this street back. It's a really important street for Raleigh and the state. This is our main street. It's where a lot of people form their first impressions of Raleigh. It's where people make memories. So we want it to be as good as it can be. So we put a lot of work into it. We've added 11 new businesses in the last year and a half. We've done fun things like this free putt-putt. We have free concerts. And then we want to do something that's here every day. So we lit all 88 trees on the street as a way to make it more pleasant to walk down, feel better, look better. You add more people, you add more light, it feels safer as well. So it's another part of trying to get our main street all the way back.
Ever since COVID happened, I mean, I know that a lot of work from home offerings for employees downtown. Are you starting to see the foot traffic return to better levels? And also, how about those work from home options? Are more people back in the office?
Yeah, so we actually have seen foot traffic go up. We're up about 9% year over year on foot traffic and a very similar level on sales, about 8% gain year over year on sales. So we're finally seeing momentum, which is really great. In terms of work from home, hybrid is still a thing. That's probably the lagging part of our comeback. We see a little bit of gain each year. That's part of why we got to do other things though, because I think there's some degree to which that hybrid work is a part of how a lot of people work now. So we got to try other things as well, not just wait for that.
One block away from where we are right now, where this band is going, I tell you. But 1 block away is where that major project is going to happen for the Raleigh Convention Center expansion project. You're also going to have the Omni Hotel. So is this all intertwined? Are you hoping to piggyback off the momentum of that with this?
Yeah, absolutely. So this end of Fayetteville Street and this end of downtown is going to have so much momentum between what we're doing on Fayetteville Street, the convention center. We're going to have a 30-story Omni Hotel built right here at the end of the street, and then a new amphitheater. So just in a couple of years, this is going to feel really different.
Okay. All right, well, I appreciate you so much taking a few moments. Thank you so much for joining me for a quick little update and also providing some of the efforts. I know that there's been a lot of activations that the Downtown Raleigh Alliance has worked with the city of Raleigh to draw more people to this section of the city. So it's a bit loud here, Steve. I'm going to send it back to you in studio.
Yeah, no, it's going to be looking great, and it's cool to see, Elena, as well, how many people donated to this project to make it come to this reality we're seeing tonight. All right, we'll see you again in a minute, Elena. Thanks. And right now, I want to show you a different view of what's happening on Fayetteville Street. This is our rooftop camera on top of our studio and newsroom in the 300 block of Fayetteville Street. And as you take a close look right there, you can see on the trunks of some of those trees, red lights and white lights. This is going to be spectacular. Our first look at the glow up lining Fayetteville Street. 88 trees lit up right now, and they will be every night. We're going to take a break and be right back. We are back now with a live look at the party underway right in the heart of downtown Raleigh along Fayetteville Street. This is a live look at what's happening in City Plaza. They have bands playing. There's a little live entertainment. A lot of people gathering around. They have some food trucks and craft beer vendors as well. This party all focused on the lighting of the 88 trees in the Fayetteville Street corridor, what they're calling a glow up. These trees lit up, trying to attract more people on a nightly basis to get people to downtown Raleigh. And it's really amazing to see. You know Fayetteville Street is considered North Carolina's main street, right in the heart of North Carolina's capital city. And this project from one end where the Performing Arts Center is all the way